What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE MANIACI, and welcome to the start of a new series that I decided to bring to the channel, man. Now listen, this series pretty much every Monday after Raw, Tuesday after NXT, Friday after SmackDown, whenever there's a premium live event, and eventually AEW. The more I start watching AEW, I will do a recap of each show, man, giving my personal thoughts and opinions on the show, asking y'all what y'all feel about it and whatnot, man. So listen, we're gonna kick it off right here with NXT, man. So NXT just ended minutes ago. I do believe this show was taped last week, as I've noticed, you know, some of the segments was kind of placed in there. Even some faces in the crowd looked familiar, and even the voiceovers, man. So I mean, it was clearly taped. I mean, it's the holidays, man. So nonetheless, though, we are 2 weeks out from NXT's New Year's Evil, and I got my notes right here, man. So kicked off the show with Julius Creed one-on-one with JD McDonough. I'm not gonna lie, you know, it took a while, but JD McDonough's character really grew on me, man. Of course, Julius Creed is obvious, you know, he's gonna be one of the next big stars in the WWE. I mean, the kid definitely got it all, man. You know, no disrespect to the other Creed brother, but Julius Creed is definitely the star in that, man. So I do believe it was a great showcase for Julius, and even after the match, we got Sanga and Veer versus the Creed brothers confirmed from NXT's New Year's Evil. Now, I don't know if anyone's really looking forward to that match. Will anyone even really care about that match, man? But I am really interested to see how Sanga and Veer, you know, what that'll look like. I've never seen them wrestle as a team together, man. So nonetheless, moving forward, this one actually surprised me. Wendy Choo defeated Cora Jade. Now, this is a very surprising one for Wendy Choo. I thought for a second they were grooming Cora Jade to be the next one to challenge Roxanne for the NXT Women's Championship. You know, they were former best friends. You know, the rivalry that they had, I thought this time it was gonna be for the title, but I was wrong. Now, I will give credit where credit is due with NXT and their women's rivalries, man. They all going crazy right now. Wendy Choo and Cora Jade. You know, can't forget Mandy Rose's title reign. You cannot forget Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Fallon Henley and Kiana James, man. Like, the women just shining all over the board, man. But Wendy Choo defeating Cora Jade, I do believe at some point Wendy Choo might just get an NXT Women's Championship opportunity, man. So moving forward, third match of the night, Scripps defeated Ike Manjaro. I hope I said the name correct. Jacket time. Now, not only did Scripps win this match, but Scripps won, quite honestly, the ugliest match in professional wrestling history. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out Reggie, because he's making the character work. Now, Scripps, it's just not growing on me personally, but I do give Reggie his credit, you know, for trying to make it work. Ike Manjaro, I'm glad he's getting more shine on NXT. The match was a great showcase of athleticism. Both men actually went crazy in that. I'm not going to completely rule out, you know, the Scripps character, because, you know, maybe at some point I might actually become a fan of it, but I'm not too sure at this very moment, man. So but Scripps did defeat Ike Man. I'm not sure how you say it, man, but anyway, moving forward, we got a promo from Oral Mensa, aka No Way Jose Jr. I'm not sure exactly what his character is, but I have, you know, seen him wrestle a number of times in NXT. The guy's incredibly talented. Just don't make him too gimmicky, WWE. Just please don't. And moving forward, we had Lyra Valkyria defeating Lash Legend. Is Lash Legend ever going to win a match? I don't know. Yet to be seen. But one thing I have noticed, not only is the entrance for Lyra just fire like that, I like the entrance, but the crowd was actually very much so into Lyra. Now, I never watched her wrestle before. I think she was on NXT UK. I never really could watch NXT UK like that. I just never really had the time to, but you know, her crossing over to NXT, I definitely see her being a prominent mark in the women's division in the future, you know, going forward. And speaking of the women's division, Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane with the promo pretty much saying that they are going after the woman that took down their empire. They are going after Roxanne Perez and that NXT Women's Championship. Now, this is actually very interesting right here. Now, I know it's hard sometimes for WWE to kind of move past abrupt releases, you know, that you ain't see coming, especially when they were such a focal point of the show like Mandy Rose was and Toxic Attraction was. But I can kind of see this rivalry leading to NXT's Vengeance Day. Maybe Roxanne Perez versus Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane in a triple threat match. Maybe it's a handicap match for the women's championship. Either way, Toxic Attraction is gonna want their revenge for Roxanne taking out their leader, the glue to Toxic Attraction, Mandy Rose, man. So I'm actually invested in that rivalry. I'm not gonna lie. Fifth match of the night, man, we had the Schism defeat Idris Enofe with no WWE tattoo on him, Malik Blade and Odyssey Jones in a 6-man tag team match. You know, this was an obvious dub, a well-needed dub for the Schism. For them just to validate that they are who they say they are, man. And I want to give credit where credit is due to Ava Raina, aka Rocky Mavia's daughter. I gotta give credit because she's actually killing the character right now. She's doing the thing, man. She's definitely doing the thing. Sixth match of the night, Fallon Henley defeated Kiana James in a battle for the bar. This rivalry's been going on for weeks. Not even gonna lie, I really wasn't that invested in this match. But with all the women's rivalries, though, the way I look at it, though, I think it's free game. You know, anyone can really challenge right now. You know, Mandy Rose has such a dominance. And I think, you know, NXT, Roxanne could be that. But NXT's also looking for, you know, whoever that next woman's going to be to really carry the division. But nonetheless, though, like I said, shout out to all the women on NXT doing their thing. Now, this next segment was quite honestly my favorite segment the entire show. We had the Drew Gulak Invitational. Now, I think NXT is the perfect spot right now for Drew Gulak. You know, his wrestling knowledge, he could definitely help a lot of talent from the Performance Center, guys and girls that's, you know, just signing. Drew Gulak is just that, he's that guy. He that guy. Now look, this Invitational, one thing I noticed, Miles Bourne is being groomed to be the next big star. Now, y'all saw how Drew Gulak clowned the other two individuals. Made him tap out, but Miles Bourne, yeah, he tapped out, but he squabbled with Drew Gulak a little bit, man. So, you know, he gave him that challenge. So I do believe after the Charlie Dempsey thing with Hank Walker and or Drew Gulak is over, I think Miles Bourne is coming for Drew Gulak. I think Miles Bourne is definitely going to be WWE. I'll say it'll be WWE's next. He'll be next WWE's big project, pretty much, man. So, you know, if you don't know who he is, you know, look him up. A lot of people say that he kind of resembles a young Randy Orton in a way, man. But nonetheless, main event. Wesley versus Tony D'Angelo for the NXT North American Championship. Now, Wesley won. Dijak kidnapped Stacks. Obviously, we're going to get Dijak versus Wesley for the title, and Dijak possibly winning that title. But I feel bad for Tony D'Angelo. I'm not even gonna lie. First, he was kept out of the championship scramble. Iron Survivor Challenge at Deadline. And now he loses the NXT North American Championship match. I don't know where Tony D'Angelo goes from here, but he's definitely one of my favorite talents alongside Carmelo Hayes, you know, in NXT. I definitely think that he definitely deserves a top spot on the brand. Now, for next week, we got Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker in their contract signing. We got Trick Williams versus Axiom. On this match right here, Carmelo Hayes versus Apollo Crews. I thought they were going to save for New Year's Evil, but hey, Carmelo got his eyes on the NXT Championship. Obviously, it's leading up to Stand and Deliver, where my boy Carmelo Hayes finally going to get that moment. And we also got Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn in an Extreme Resolution match. I can't wait for next week. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on tonight's show. If you've seen it, man, sound off in the comment section down below. Y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, and thank you for watching MKE Maniaci. I'm out.